victory all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift. Decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed. So undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound, 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 pound for pound. What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, work till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag. Throwing them fast, trying to fold it in half. Footwork rehearsed till I float in the flash. Searching for weakness, immersed in my defense. Please, don't be too slow with the pads. But I'm still matching the motion it has. Shoulder rolling, find an opening and let them go like I'm holding the
День, привіт, я зрозумів, да. Я пам'ятаю, що ти на роботі. Щас заціниш картинку там. Щас я вже налаштував. Да. Не знаю, видно тобі чи ні, я вже загрузив, все поставив.
Shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit on me, had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Yeah, I've been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams.
Видно, да? Я зрозумів. Але виглядає шикарно, я тобі кажу. Класно, класно. Дякую, День. Богдан, постав татового телефону на заряд. На мою зарядку. Не зону, да. Да. Так. Там Павло хотів зіграти з усіма сьогодні, да? Ну, будемо чекати, можливо, з'явиться. Я хочу з ним зіграти. То він казав, що він вирубе кожного. Знайшло. Когось знайшло. Мені Пак'яо. Зараз буде червоний пінг, це 100%.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, as we are live during Riyadh season at the Kingdom Arena.
Так, не знаю, в кого яка погода, але в нас дощик іде вже майже годину. Невеликий, але йде.
This bout, one of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this. So here we go. Should be a good one. You don't want to go 10 steps there in this fight. Uppercut to the body. Big hooks upstairs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The perfect counter lands. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter. Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
A perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Manny Pacquiao in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different?
Every second.
Here we go. It's round two. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful counter punch.
Куда ти вдарив?
Catch and shoot.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Не зафіксувався удар і все.
No rest for the weary. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill.
І знов.
Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter. Nice counter shot. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Привет, Санек, привет, привет.
Manny Pacquiao in that last round. And a round that seemed like he turned. Let's get it started in round three. Well, they got battered last
Деня,
round.
може, одійшов десь, бо він на роботу збирається.
That was a tough last round.
Нічна
Now,
зміна в
you've got to make
нього.
sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him.
Та
lean on him.
фіксуйся ти, раді
Don't get drawn
Бога.
into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch,
Зед
counter punch.
не зафіксувався.
Do you believe what we are seeing? He misses with that straight left. That counter shot lands.
Сталкери собрались, да.
Beautiful counter shot.
Саньок, а ти не збираєш? Оці карточки, цей альманах.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How
Бо я вже всю колекцію зібрав.
hard night tonight for the judges.
And counter punching.
Я зрозумів.
Nice counter shot. They're giving us a high tempo show. So much for boxing. This is a fight.
Коротше, щоб ти розумів, ця... Ця... Я тільки що хотів сказати. Ця акція закінчилася раніше часу свого. Коротше, вони самі не очікували, що такий ажіотаж буде на цій карточці. Кажи. Дядько привезе. Да, ажіотаж капець, вони самі не очікували.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Pacquiao might be in some big trouble here. Is he going to go down? Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой, заспокойся.
Well done with that counter shot. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He misses with that jab.
Nah.
There's a counter shot. They got out of the way of that right hook. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. And down goes Pacquiao.
Хорош.
And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there.
Дожали його. Коротше, вернувся ж я, друзі, з кінотеатра, з Mortal Kombat 2. Блін, ну, класно. Я там, ну ви бачили, мабуть, більш за все, що в групі скинув, да, і там уривочок. Там і в тіктоку його крутили. Коротше, там дуже таких сцен цікавих багато. І прям кров така, я вам скажу, як в фільмах жахів.
Flash as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
It's the one who draws first
Oh,
blood.
it's so.
That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Як ти почав влучати?
Quick punch scores. Good counter punch. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long.
Хорош.
And he scores with the counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Is Pacquiao going to go down after that shot?
Ай, я вже підсів.
Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, we're entering Here we go in the 6th round.
Казать.
Their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more
Нічого,
competitive.
позбирай.
He knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use...
Whoa, Johnny!
Ah!
And this fight is over!
Та ладно!
We need to see that again. Some amazing
Ну ладно,
boxing
ви
right there.
гоните, блін.
To see that again.
It's over, сказав, все. Блядь, це капець. Кажи.
So it's onward and upward.
Тупо фартануло, чуваку. Бля, із стаміною 24 він мені ввалив таку плюху, щоб я відлетів у нокаут. Ладно, давай, може ще раз попадемо на нього. Тупо бред. Збирай, давай.
Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining.
Ага. Зрозуміло, інший попався, да? Ну, шкода, блін. Обідненько.
Who could forget May 18th, 2024?
Шейпін такий,
Tyson
офігеть.
Fury versus Usyk right here at the Kingdom Arena. And watching this live with me, and it's the King. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bolton, England. Here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world. Introducing Amir
Нажимай.
King Khan. Fighting out of the blue corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5...
So much hype surrounding this. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. When you watch lightweights, you expect high-level footwork and hand speed, and that's what we're getting here this afternoon.
Давай, Деня, давай.
It's always coming. He missed with that jab. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. A perfect counter shot. The jab not finding its target. Nice punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that in? And there's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won this hands down.
Nice counter shot. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
Catch and shoot. Back and forth they go. Punch, counter punch. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. There's a counter shot. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Both men step back for just a moment. Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the
On to the third. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A perfect counter lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. Good one. Throws the jab and doesn't score. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They're giving us a high-tempo show. You'd like to see more jabs. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. You know that. Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Beautiful counter shot. And just as quickly as the action slows down, and he's back up. Good counter punching. Tried to score with a jab. And that is that. It is a knockout. What a win.
Блядь, ви на приколі чи що?
And in this replay, you can see it. That body punch folded him like a lawn chair.
Пиздец.
Where did that come from?
Це якийсь баг, блядь, чи я не розумію. Друга поразка підряд отак, блядь, нокаутом. Ну, це бред, блядь. Да.
Two nights life singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just buy it, someone alongside it.
Ого, який суперник сильний. 546 перемог, 128 поразок.
We welcome you to Cambrian Hall. When you think class, this is the place to be. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Larry Holmes. And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry Holmes. Dominated the heavyweight division in the early... We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end.
And we're underway in round one. He parries that left jab away. Nice counter shot. Swing and a miss with the jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always
А
coming.
так воно й буде грати, блядь.
Has all of those big
Весь
bright
бій,
deals
блядь,
you
чмо.
want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Ага, і фантоми через все
Nerves
цей,
of a
блядь.
fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And they're looking in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
That counter punch caught him clean. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice punch. And he scores with the counter. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. Only catching air with that hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond. Here we go. It's round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down.
They are going to surrender. No mas. And that will do it.
Yeah, that hate, the grind, the sweat, the blood, the time, my motivation. I work too hard, too long, and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing less than domination. I got the game and say with lock and key and combination. Keep it low, that high sight, don't focus on what's hindsight. Sleeping on me, tell them night, night, it's my time in a bright light. No ever fan, no mind, keep it pushing, don't ever give them a sound. Niggas love you when you shot it, but they wanna talk about you when you down. Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, that time that I came through when I got one.
What a beautiful day for a fight. We are
Oh,
live
guys,
at
I'm
the
so
Empire
bored.
Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world.
Amir Khan, he's Bolton's finest. Watch for those hands tonight. They are as fast as they come.
Та нажимай, що ти не бачив там Американа.
And it's the king, Amir King Khan.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's young...
How will these two... And there's the bell to start round one. The straights continue to score. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. And he scores with the counter. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Oh boy! Amir Khan dazed! And Amir Khan finally on the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Defense is not an option for these two. Do you believe what we're seeing? There's a counter shot. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Well, this next round is going to... And there's the bell to start round 2. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Beautiful counter punch. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't land that jab. Punch, counter punch. Good counter punching. Can't find a home with that jab. Oh, that punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough.
Just switch it up.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot.
Ну да, фантоми гарні прилітають.
A perfect counter lands.
Підарас.
Catch and shoot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always
Перший раунд так
It's all
гарно
offense all the
починався.
time. halfway through the round. I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Those counter punches have to hurt.
Okay.
Miss with that jab. A perfect counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Роз'єднає.
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
Так, зараз повернуся.
Things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. The consequences stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you motherfuckers and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey, ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. And box.
What are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. You've done all that work all the way through camp. And
Let's go.
Ну почекай, я не можу, Богдан.
One, two, three, four. Come to me.
what are you doing? You've switched off completely. You've done all that work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch off.
Let's fight.
Good shot, good shot.
Ёбка, блядь.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Are you all right?
We've got to stay focused now.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Do you still want to fight?
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round. Do you mind back?
О,
Do your business.
Привіт, привіт.
One, two, three, four, five. Can you continue?
Бачу. Давай, давай. А кого ж мені брати тоді? Пана Бандери. І що ти пропонуєш? Еді Кола, ну да. Ці удари не фіксуються. Да.
Focus now, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Calm yourself down, calm yourself down. Come on, breathe, breathe. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Віталю, давай, Віталю, хорошо. Блядь, ну така херня, це просто, блядь, хрень повна.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your gloves.
Давай, ми ще потерпимо. А який код? Ну, блін, ну ладно, щас. Як він так ударив?
Come on, you're better than that. Get your mind back on the job. There's a
Let's go.
Козьол, блін. Нема, він же ж писав, що десь поїхав на спаринг. То він в Києві був воно недавно.
One, two,
Вчора чи позавчора писав щось там.
are you okay?
Та не говори, блін, нарешті. Ну це ще не кінець. Ну так, а де фіксація? Та я поняв, що бить другим, але ж, блін, а ти бачиш, я в грогі б'ю, а воно не фіксується просто.
One, two, three,
А, дякую, дякую.
six. Still wanna fight?
Блін, ну ви бачите, в грогі не фіксується, він біля мене стоїть близько, а фіксації нема ніхрена. Козьол, блін.
All right, now you're switching off. Get your
Не можу добити гроги, якогось хера не фіксуються удари.
Come on. You let him back into the fight.
Да, да. Козьол, блін.
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me.
Да? А що за діч така? Ну фіксуйся. Я бачу. Бачу. Розумієте, блін, в нього кожний удар фіксується, а в мене ні хрена.
Come on. Do you want to win this fight? You're switching off and you're starting to make mistakes. Now you go back up. Let's fight.
Та, дочекався.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Can you continue?
О, пощастило. Щас суддя зупине.
Hey, are you all right?
Вже очей немає, набив добре. Блін, може якби з'єднання було краще, я по-іншому зіграв, бо то, блін, скільки ударів не фіксується просто, молодець, молодець.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for combat. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comeback. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't.
Оно, код, давай, приєднуйся, чекаю.
Soon as we get with the task, so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon.
Давай, Водь.
You know that aim rate's heavy. Got the beast in me screaming out, let me out the cage. I ain't gotta do it with rage. The days are numbered, see my steps are calculated. On time, not a second hour late. Witnessing the mastery that we display like a hitman. Yeah. See, I go in and get the job done. Yeah, I'm moving like a hitman. See, I go in and get the job done. They don't want none. I got that experience like I've been doing this for centuries. Before the events I would practice while it was empty. Never needed approval, all I needed was improvement. Got swift with the movement, I attack and defend. We ain't in the same league, we breathe the same air. They act out of fear, that ain't the same here. They don't know why they came, I know why they ain't clear. And when I need to switch it up, I only change gears. Enemy, where art thou? There were so many habagos, it's looking sparse now. I let my weapon whisper to you like a can't shout. I'm getting even for you free, I'm like a can't count. But you can count on me to do it for the right price. Hitting the game even though I spike. They feel the presence.
Дійсно, який код на PS5?
Welcome to the WB. Making his way to the ring.
Два брата будуть битися, да?
This bout is scheduled.
One of the hottest tickets. High hopes for this battle between these two athletes. Can't find a home for that jab. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. And he scores with the counter. Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. That counter shot lands. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. They exchange punches. Both men step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here.
Ну, під кінець раунду.
After what we saw in that last fight. And there's the bell for round 2. Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? How is this fight still continuing?
Being dazed.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And he did not. Do you believe this? Klitschko is down! We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five. You all right?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner.
Gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh, heavy shot, and Klitschko is now seeing stars. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish it.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. Klitschko in big trouble. Klitschko, oh my word. And look at that body shot. They couldn't have thrown it any better.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes their eyes wet. They want to get back into the mix again.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Klitschko is dazed.
Ой-ой-ой.
Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that.
Completely switched.
There's the bell for round 3. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. And right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. And he did not take that well at all, The legend Klitschko is on the canvas. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. You're out.
Да, підніматися треба вміть. Дякую за бій.
Ladies and gentlemen, a knockout
Можем ще
victory in one
зіграти.
of the biggest surprises.
Давай. Ще разочок. Кого брать? Кого брать, кажи. Давай, кажи, кого брать. Приєднуйся. Знову кличка.
Yeah. Are you tough? Order belts, mighty. Swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting. What ping we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting. No, what ping we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, and swing left, right, man's head get ping. Contrary ting. No, what ping we bring when right, somebody shot fling. Look up, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting. Send man over the ropes, man try come for the belt.
Давай я цього принца візьму.
Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESBC. Beat them neatly. Titles of ever in dispute. Ding ding. Step in the ring. And swing left, right. Man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No but ping. We bring when right. Somebody shot fling. Ding ding. Step in the ring. And swing left, right. Man's head get ping. Can't try a ting. No but ping. We bring when right. Somebody shot fling. I came from the Seven Hills, city of steel, home of the Venetian brilliant mills.
What a crisp, cool... Charles Martin, the former... Doctor...
Ні разу за нього не грав.
This bout is scheduled.
Lots of hype. Here we go for round one.
Ой, ще й ліпша.
Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Didn't see that overhand coming. A rowdy crowd awaits our main event tonight. They've had all day to pregame. The media's ready, the fans are ready, and you know the fighters. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Сам не очікував.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what?
Ця арена так лагає.
Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And he did not take that well at all, Klitschko. Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and from the choke. What do we expect to see here in round two? It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Misses with the straight left. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. When you're fighting a counter-puncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. That counter shot lands. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Punch, counter punch. This is a battle royale between 2 heavyweight bombers. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Charles Martin that last round. That was almost a 10. There's the bell to start round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of defense here at all. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fight has a real good flow to it. One of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for...
Whoa, Johnny! Charles Martin on the back foot. He might be ready to go. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Only catching air with that hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Charles Martin that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Да, насипає добре.
A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. That was the moment. Hold it right there. Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? Klitschko! Oh my word! What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Виснювати такий достав його. Розмашистий.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glass.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere. Look at this. Oh, heavy shot. And Klitschko is now seeing stars. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But
not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Terrible round that is.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Perfect counter lands. Lucky that hook didn't score. These punches coming from every angle. They exchange punches. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He misses with that straight left. An amazing knockout finish here. That was something special. Lincoln, you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Зловив все-таки.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
Можна ще разок, я візьму ще когось іншого слабшого. Ну, один раунд за тобою. Там заявку прийми в друзі, і я тебе зараз просто так добавлю. Знайду тебе. Да, але я за лівшу грав, блін. Можем ще разок рубануть, я ще слабшого візьму когось. Давай, давай. Ще разочок зіграємо і хорош. Заявку в друзі прийми. Все, зараз тепер я тебе знайду. Так, тут два варіанти. Ось Девід Аделей або Малоне. Або Валін. Знову кличка. Так, друзі, я зараз нажимаю, але не прожимаю, я зараз відійду на хвилинку, поки буде прогружатися.
Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Here comes David Big D Adelaide. What a prospect he is. 6'4" tall with a 77.5-inch reach. And he'll be facing Vladimir Klitschko. He's a big 198-centimeter tall heavyweight with a reach of a whopping 206 centimeters.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavy opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any...
Here comes Big D, David Adelaide, fighting out of London in the heavyweight division, and he packs a lot into those 212 pounds. Making his way to the ring, it's Vladimir Klitschko. The 1996 Olympic gold medalist makes his way to the ring. If you were to sculpt your perfect head...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
We see the crowd.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Oh my word, Adelaide in some serious trouble. How did they not go down?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. It's bombs away. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Those counter punches have to hurt. They're both trying for a knockout. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
David Adelaide couldn't take it anymore, and down he goes.
Добився ти свою.
Shot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagle's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
That counter shot lands. Just misses, Retta. Oh, wait a minute. Klitschko is stumbling around. He's got to find himself here. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will you do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be. We just saw.
You've been put down.
The bell rings, and we start the third. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
Klitschko in big trouble. Can he make his way out of it? I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Punch, counter punch. Nice counter. When are we going to see a jab from these two? One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. How about that time counter shot? Punch caught him clean. Let's see that again.
I need to see that again.
Добре, дякую за бій. Піду ще пару боїв онлайн зіграю. Руки ж заболіли. Да. Перкот даст. Добився ти свого. Зловив мене на перкот.
Shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road, trying to make it to my goals. Had a lot of friends in the past when I quit, only had a fold. I remember being told, son, don't ever say it's sold. For the girls, for the cars, for the fame, for the riches, for the gold. Y'all been chasing material things, I've been chasing my dreams. Stay close to the team, I don't ever need no reason to leave. Heard the birds in the trees, telling me it is a breeze. As you can see, I do it with ease, wanna make it to believe. That time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, one time for the one time.
Так, Теофімо Лопес. Ай, блін. Пін.
What are you doing? I need to go back out there. I need to win the... And box.
Бачите, які глюки. Не то, що пінг то жовтий, то червоний і суперник вийшов. Здався. Да, зайчик. Показывай. Иду. На, Петр. Легенько.
Bringing on a battle sword, handle all in my hand. The war force is more toward my door with demands. More important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Huh? Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't.
Ух ти.
As the sun sets, we welcome you on this beautiful afternoon to Falkor Bay. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me a slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here is Emmanuel Augustus. This guy known for his unconventional fighting style, and I don't use that term loosely. Amir Khan.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Chicago, Illinois, please.
An open-air outdoor stadium. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Hit him with a left jab. Follow with a straight right hand. Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny skies.
So, Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you're getting hit, when you're getting hurt, there's no cool fan that's dropping in there. This is where it's real fighting, fight on fight.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Lands the jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus. There's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the jab. Nice counter shot. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. Let's get it started in round 3. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. We've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Good counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Catch and shoot. Punching. Jab slightly off target. Nice exchange here from both men. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Augustus in that last round. He is down big time on the score. There's the bell for round 4. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire, refight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
That counter shot lands. A straight right just misses. Punches coming from every angle. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter shot. A straight right just misses. Nice counter. Perfect counter lands. A straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. Here's the bell to start round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fights with it.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Augustus is clipped. And Emmanuel Augustus is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is...
Оце хорош.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still want to...
Hold it right there. Oh, and Augustus might be ready to fall down. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Emmanuel Augustus in that last round. There's the bell to start round 6. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Supposed to go for Amir Khan. And right back into the fray.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. That hook is parried away. Those counter punches have to hurt. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, thinking, you've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Hook misses. He threw a punch and just got countered. There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Emmanuel Augustus in that. Round 7, here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn. Hold it right there. Amir Khan in some real trouble. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? One at a time when it goes back to the corner. How are they going to get through this?
Both men step back for just a moment.
Блядь, оце бред. Ох, це бред. Це вже четвертий раз за сьогодні.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight.
Привіт,
to
Толя,
celebrate.
привіт.
The crowd-
Добре, я вже буду закінчувати. Такі бредятина така робиться, що це капець. З нічого за четвертого боя я тупо відлітаю в нокаут. Лайно повне. І причому відлітав нокаут всі 4 боя жовтий або червоний пін. От і все. Так, добре, друзі, всім дякую, хто був на стрімі, писали, коментували. Всім пока і до зустрічі.